Shifting our focus back to the state of Karnataka, and remember, there's so much going on around the call given by the Congress to ban Bajrang Dal as part of its manifesto. But in the latest, an interesting reaction after Veerappa Moily has come in from Jagadish Shettar as well. Remember, he's in the latest switch to the Congress, now goes on ahead and makes a big remark on the proposal, on the promise that was made by the Congress in its manifesto to ban the Bajrang Dal. Deepak joining us on the phone line. Deepak.
Yes, at this point, Mr. Jagadish Shettar reiterating what Mr. Veerappa Moily, the former Chief Minister from the Congress, had to say, that, the prerogative to ban an organization lies with the centre. He says that there are other aspects in the manifesto that needs to be discussed, and why delve into it. Clearly, the Congress leaders right now, including Mr. Shettar, who recently joined the Congress, of course, believe that this is not an issue that they want to discuss any further. They have, of course, been trying to maintain, a discourse in this particular elections around local issues, local leadership. But, with this particular aspect finding a mention in the manifesto, definitely the narrative, of course, has changed quite a bit in the Congress right now, in a sort of bother, not knowing how to really fend for themselves.
Okay, look at how the narrative has changed just over the last 2 days, ever since the manifesto was first announced. Let me go across to Siddharth as well. Siddharth, from, promising a ban on Bajrang Dal to one of its prominent leaders coming out to say that this is not really a possibility, to another leader who's recently switched over from the BJP to the Congress, a prominent Lingayat face. He too is reiterating what Veerappa Moily had stated.
Absolutely, Kritzween. So this goes to the extent of actually indicating as to how the Congress appears to be rattled, especially after having put that controversial reference to the Bajrang Dal in its manifesto. In fact, categorically stating that it reserves the right, any state government reserves the right to ban any such organization. Those were the exact words in the manifesto. Now, there's been a big backsliding as far as the Congress party position on this is concerned, and that's not just confined to the U-turns taken by Jagadish Shettar right now, as well as Mr. Veerappa Moily earlier, but you also did see Mr. D.K. Shivkumar give a press conference yesterday where he said that the Congress party would form mandalis across different parts of Karnataka and take over the responsibility of renovating, even building more Hanuman temples. In fact, he also said that members of the Congress are truer Hanuman Bhakts or Hanuman followers than members of the BJP or the Bajrang Dal, and that the BJP is not in any position to be giving out certificates as to who actually constitutes or qualifies as a true Bhakt of Lord Hanuman. So therefore we are seeing a very interesting reaction now from the Congress, where clearly the reaction that's come from the BJP with respect to how the Congress has projected the Bajrang Dal and in turn Hanuman Bhakts has basically come back to bite it.
Has the ban Bajrang Dal promise backfired, and is why they're perhaps revising their strategy? Deepak joining us with more details. Deepak, interestingly, you were also reporting on this story from outside a temple where Congress workers were offering prayers. So suddenly we see from banning the Bajrang Dal to the BJP reciting to Hanuman Chalisa, now to Congress switching the narrative to going ahead offering prayers at several temples. D.K. Shivkumar promising building Hanuman statues across.
Yes, D.K. Shivkumar yesterday, of course, spoke about developing temples across the state of Karnataka, providing funding to renovation of temples as well. Even the Anjanadri temple that he spoke about, he said that, the welfare board of the temple as well will be given special focus by the Congress party. You would probably certainly look at it as somewhere damage control by the Congress party. The Congress, on the other hand, of course, says that, we are not going to play politics using the Lord's name, and that's what the BJP is doing as a charge. And today, in fact, they even offered prayers in the Hanuman temple in Bengaluru, Congress workers, where they're going on to say that, the God should really drive some sense into the BJP, which is using the Lord's name to seek for votes. And now, more importantly, of course, as far as the BJP is concerned, they are saying that, banning of Bajrang Dal is an insult to Lord Hanuman, because these are Hanuman Bhakts who've been working in the interests of the Hindu community and the country as well. As far as the Congress is concerned, their stand continues to remain that, there's a big difference between an organization like Bajrang Dal, which of course has multiple cases that have been registered against them, and they're creating disharmony in the society. And just because they're using the name of, Lord Hanuman doesn't equate them, is what the Congress's charge is. The Congress, of course, But on the other hand, we have multiple leaders of the Congress party. Mr. Veerappa Moily yesterday, Divya Spandana today, Mr. Jagadish Shettar have different opinions on the proposal made in the manifesto, and they say that the prerogative is with the centre. So why does it even find a mention in the manifesto and feature in it is the question that many Congress leaders probably would be asking.
Okay, many Congress leaders are going to be asking that. The BJP, of course, taking on the Congress with regards to the change in its stance on a repeated basis just in the last 2 days alone. But remember, there are several layers attached to this entire controversy. One is, of course, what we see, the Congress project and how there has been a change in its narrative. On the other hand, of course, the BJP speaking of the SDPI link as well. On why is it that the Congress perhaps is not in a straightforward manner saying no to the SDPI if it does express its will to extend support to the Congress in the upcoming elections. Very interesting what's playing out. We have Mr. Nasir Hussain also joining us on the phone line. Mr. Hussain, how do you view this? After Veerappa Moily, now another Congress leader, Jagadish Shettar, a Lingayat strongman, comes out to say that, look, banning any particular organization is not within the rights of the state government. So it's completely not a possibility at this point in time, and also reiterating that Veerappa Moily had stated that already.
It is very clear. The Bharatiya Janata Party wants to divert the attention of the people from the real issues on which the election is being fought. Disturbing social harmony, communal harmony in the state is also one of the issues which has been raised in the manifesto. In the past 4 years, several times we have gone and met the
Well, the BJP, Mr. Hussain, is taking on the Congress. It's saying that if you come out with a poll promise, firstly you're equating the PFI to the Bajrang Dal. Then you go ahead and have leaders within the Congress say that it's not going to happen. We've not received any such proposal. So where is the Congress really as far as this whole poll promise is concerned?
So you want me to speak, or you will keep on asking questions?
I want you to speak on the Congress's aspect, sir.
I am speaking on that. You cannot be interrupting me.
Okay, go ahead.
So that in last 4 years, we have raised this in public domain several times. We have given memorandums to the Chief Minister, Mr. Bombay, several times, that these kinds of organizations which are creating havoc in the coastal Karnataka, whether it is SDPI, whether it is PFI, whether it is Ramsena, whether it is Bajrang Dal, they have to be banned. Because in the name of religion, in the name of community, in the name of caste, nobody can take law and order into their hands. Nobody can be disturbing the communal harmony in the state. We have given in return, we have given memorandums in return that are there in public domain.
Okay, but what if Jagadish Shettar once again comes out and says that Mr. Veerappa Moily had made it very clear that there is no question of banning the Bajrang Dal? That's why this question is repeatedly being asked to the Congress party.
He said that state governments can recommend, they will recommend. What has to be done and not done should be taken up by the central government, and we have.
Okay, it's really not been able to clear the air, sir. What you're saying has not really cleared the doubts that today exist in the minds of the people, given the kind of various versions that are coming out from several Congress leaders. But thank you, Mr. Hussain, for speaking to us. And one such reaction that's come out in the latest is that of Jagadish Shettar. Let's quickly listen in.
Already I told in so many occasions that banning any organization is a power of the central union government, not state government. And regarding that issue is concerned, I will discuss with the leaders, Congress leaders in the party forum. And third one, already Veerappa Moily, senior most Congress leader, is ex-CM. He clarified that there is no question of banning Bajrang Dal. Our party will not ban the Bajrang Dal. He clarified it.
Deepak also continues to stay on with us. Deepak, we just spoke to Mr. Nasir Hussain. He says that this is not really about banning the Bajrang Dal, but the proposal that will be sent out from the state government if the Congress comes to power to the central government. But that's not what several like Veerappa Moily and like Jagadish Shettar have maintained. They say that we're very clear that it can't happen and it won't happen.
Well, it's bizarre, isn't it? Because it seems like the Congress leaders themselves are confused. And now, the question that comes up is, did some of these Congress leaders even want this to be mentioned in the manifesto? If not, why does it find a mention? Because the Congress has no clarity about what to do in this particular case. Some of them are asking, saying that it's an organization that disrupts communal harmony. There should be a ban. Now, some of them say the state government cannot ban an organization. Some of them say we don't want a ban. Some of them say ban doesn't serve a purpose. And then you have many Congress leaders who are, of course, now on a hyperdrive to say that we are Hanuman bucks. So why did the Congress even want to mention this?
And above all, compare it to the PFI, which is banned nationwide under UAP. It's quite bizarre what's playing out. Stay on with us, Deepak. Let me quickly take in a word from Malvika Avinash of the BJP. Ms. Avinash, how do you view this? Someone comes out and says we will stick to the promise that we've made in our manifesto, we will ban Bajrang Dal. Someone else is recognizing the fact that the state government alone cannot do so. Another one backing the statement that's been put out by Veerappa Moily. What's going on in the Congress, you feel?
You see, the Congress party thought they'll get away by promising something like this in the manifesto, which is the prohibition, not only the fake equivalence of Bajrang Dal with PFI, but also banning it. What they did not expect is for an uproar from the Hindus of Karnataka, all of whom are bhakts of Hanuman. And one must understand that Bajrang Dal is a socio-religious organization, which is working for the people of India, unlike the PFI, which is anti-national and a terror organization banned by the government of India. The Congress did not expect this reaction from the people. They had taken the Hindus of Karnataka for granted, and now they are at the receiving end, and hence all of this confusion and retraction. Someone is saying something, somebody is saying something else. But one must understand the larger intent of the Congress party, which is to appease a certain community at any cost, at the cost of the Hindus.
So they're failing at the balancing act, you feel? That they want to appease a particular community, but the backlash has been to an extent that they can't quite do so openly anymore.
Appeasement politics is gone. Appeasement politics doesn't work anymore. People want development. And this the BJP has proved time and time again. However, the Congress will continue to ride on the back of appeasement. And what they're going to see is doom in Karnataka.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Avinash, for speaking to us here on Times Now. Let me